Hey, what's up, guys? Peace and blessings. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into my commentary. I want to go ahead and show you just no more than 10 or 11 minutes of the conversation that Chief and we had, which we talked almost like an hour or maybe 2 hours, but I just want to go ahead and show you just a little bit of what I'm working with. Now, like I said, I'm not here to judge anyone, and I didn't do an interview. This is not an interview because, I don't want to go ahead and try to jeopardize his case knowing that it's still open. But to get to the bottom of it and just ask just a few questions, some of the stuff that we all been asking when it comes to all the stuff that he had put out on Twitter and the way that he was treating the ladies, and the people that was in carbonation, because a lot of stuff, to us looking from the outside in, it did not make sense. But as he break it down, the reason why things happen the way that it happened, it's much clearer because if you do look at it from his side, it did look like a role play, because who would put all that on display, unless, it was him downloading, letting us know how the system is. So with all that being said, guys, let me go ahead and play this little small video. Like I said, it's no more than 10 to 11 minutes. And I know it sounds like I'm whispering or I'm asleep. Like I said, I'm not a morning person. And it was not an interview. It just was a telephone call. And I hope you guys can understand exactly what I was talking about. But the question that I have is, when it comes to all this stuff that happened, in carbonation, was it all a role play in order to shine light on the Babylon system? Because I really don't think that he would have put all that out just to go ahead and discriminate himself. What he was trying to let you see how the system works. It played out exactly the way that he had said it. So let me go ahead and play just a little edit video, which now they go by Love Gang, which that right there should be eye open as well, because Solar had went by Love and now he's reclaiming back carbonation like they never had left. So like I said, guys, there's a lot of stuff when it comes to this right here. It just don't make sense, but just let it play out. I believe that it's all going to make sense in due time. And like I said, the video is very low, but I'm still at my daughter's house and I'm trying to, talk a little low because I don't want to wake the kids up. So let me go ahead and play the video so you all can see exactly where I'm going with this.
And it's time to face your fears.
I'm on time over here. But the Messiah comes with a word for the people. And the Messiah is hated by his people. I don't know if their people are hated by their people, but at the capacity I am. I don't know if those people are the real deal, but I am the real deal. Okay? So, and I'll come with some real heavy knowledge. I know you have some questions for me.
Well, just a few, because I haven't taken time to prepare anything, but two things that have really stuck to me, and as well as to other people, when it comes to the entertainment part, which I do understand, especially if you look at it in a biblical way, how the Most High God can take the foolish things to confirm the wise. And when it comes to the extreme, like some of the stuff that was on Twitter, I just want to know what made you want to go ahead and just put it all out, like that, and it's not that, I want to know too much about it. Is that is what got some of the people confused.
Did you watch the stuff on Twitter?
Well, I'm not gonna tell you no lie. I watched some of it, but not all of it. I just couldn't. But those are some of the questions that is most concerned when it comes to the people. Well, I'm not really into all that, but I might have just peeped, at it. But I'm just speaking for the ones that, watch it and, see some of them, they are very confused, which, we all are grown and you guys are grown. And, at the end of the day, if they don't want to watch it, all they have to do is just, go ahead and just, click it off. That's, how I feel, so. But
I mean, you see, let me tell you something. What's wrong with our people? And this, I bring facts, not just the Bible. I'm outside the Bible. I'm all the way into science.
mm-hmm.
Um, which is our real religion. Our real religion is science, facts, and I can show you that. I will show you that. But before I get to that, there's three things that I hone in on dealing with black people as far as the healing and shadow work. Those three things are religion, right? The false understanding of God and what God is. Number two, sexuality. We have a problem with sexuality. There's not an animal on this planet that has a problem with sexuality. They do it openly. They do it right in front of you without shame. Number three is relationships and roles. Roles in our relationship. The woman's role, the man's role, in our functional family. Polygamy. So those are the three things that bring a lot of drama, and the three things that's got me a lot of clout. I honed in on three things: relationships, right? Polygamy, sexuality, right? Which is a very touchy subject, especially with Christians, and then religion, Christians, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got these three things I honed in on. Now, you seem to have a problem with the sexuality.
And not just the sexuality, being aggressive.
Aggressive, you mean like masculine?
I'm talking about like toys with the ladies, being so aggressive.
You talking about with the woman like being the way I deal with them?
Yeah, and like calling them out,
Like I'm no bullshit when it comes to my woman, because let me tell you something.
mm-hmm.
Our woman, a nation can be no greater than its woman. So I hold my woman at a high standards, and I don't allow them to bullshit when it comes to what we're building as far as nation building. I'm not into that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm heavy on the woman because I rebuke a lot of demons. Like, I don't know if you know what rebuking means. You know what the word rebuke means?
Yes, I do.
What is the meaning of the word rebuke?
A rebuke is like when you chastise a person.
Oh, okay. So you know what rebuke is. So you're talking about my rebuking of the demons in my black woman.
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of shadow work. I do a lot of rebuking. I don't know if you know what Jesus or God look like in the flesh, but that's me. I don't play with the devil and the demons. I rebuke them. To rebuke, you want to look that definition of it, means to strongly correct and reprimand. Strongly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact. Jesus drove 7 demons out of Mary and Magdalene. 7. You just read that the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Yes, you're correct.
Peter came to Jesus and told him that nobody will ever touch you. What did he call Peter? He said, devil, get behind me.
Mm-hmm.
See, the devil is inside of you. This is shadow work. When Jesus whipped niggas' ass at the tabernacle, in the synagogues, for gambling, and turned into a marketplace, I guess that was violent, huh?
Mm-hmm.
When Jesus said, woe unto you Pharisees, Jesus was a nigga, a gangster. He sat at the table and didn't wash his hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you didn't know that, huh? Okay. So Jesus came and was fucking with the tax collectors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. Let's go to Matthew 11. Let's go to the what you call precepts. Matthew 11. Let's pull it up. Let me know when you're there.
I'm there.
Let's go to verse 18. Let's read.
It says, "For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say he had a devil. The Son of Man came eating and drinking, and they say, Behold, a man gluttonous and a winebibber, and friends with publicans and sinners. But wisdom is justified of the children." Go continue.
Let me read it to you in another version. And then he began to rebuke the cities in which most of his mighty works have been done. So you have to understand, like, Jesus wasn't a pretty figure. Christ consciousness ain't no pretty figure, but you coming strong. You coming hard. I don't know why people think it's supposed to be some loving event doing shadow work. Mm-hmm. It's not a loving event. You're doing a lot of rebuking and reprimanding. And you say, why so harsh? Because I'm rebuking demons. That's why. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't put the radio. Jesus, it's the whole chapter in him cursing. He said, the Son of Man came eating and drinking. And they say, look at a glutton and a wine bibber, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. That's what you looked at me as. No, I'm just saying, you would look at me and say, look at this man. What is he doing? Mm-hmm. How is he the Messiah? Well, it wouldn't matter if I came like John. Mm-hmm. Pure than the motherfucker, you would still say I'm a demon. Mm-hmm. Now, when it comes to the Bible, white people, they have a problem with sexuality. Mm-hmm. They took woman out of the Bible altogether. You ever notice that God is a he and there's no she? How is that divine? Where is the feminine in the Bible? That's totally taken out. There's not an angel, not a divine entity in the Bible. That's feminine. The white people have taken the feminine completely out the motherfucking text. Mm-hmm. They despise sexual immoralities, making you ashamed of your sexuality. Why? So they control you. Why do you think black men have big penises like I do? We have big penises because we are supposed to. Don't drop your phone, baby. Why you think white men got little and Chinese men got little dicks? Because they wasn't made to reproduce. This is why they really mad. Mm-hmm. So let me take y'all number one thing and strip it from y'all sexuality. Just imagine you get some slaves, right? Mm-hmm. You're over these slaves. Your woman is with you. You're white. And you have these slaves butt-ass naked, and they're men. Now, obviously, they're men, but their penises are in what? Are they?
They'll come to destroy us. Know thee who thou art, Holy One of God.
Hold thy peace and come out of him.